Hey, we are back on another video on Python, and not yeah, technically, yeah. All right, so that was not the intro I was looking for, but oh yeah, let's just I need to work on the intro. Yeah, that was not the intro I was looking for. I don't actually even know how that sounds. I don't. It must have sound. It must sound crazy, I guess, after I rewatch my video. Before we do that, it's okay. However I sound. So I was doing the Django documentation in the last video, and we are going back to that. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Open up Visual Studio. Alright, turn on, bro. Please. Come on. Turn on. I don't want to lose you, Visual Studio. Also, I'm gonna go full screen. There we go. Magic. This is magic. Oh yeah, the last program? Django. Alright, so yeah, this is where we were last time. Everything is starting. So, this looks like it is ready. Let's get into it. First, what I want to do is open up ChatGPT over here. All right, all set up. Now, I need to create, this will create a new, all right. All right. So yeah. I was just setting stuff up, and um, if I what I don't understand is if I go into the folder and try to set up the virtual environment, it was not working. But if I go back a folder, a step, if I try to set up the virtual environment in this directory, downloads, right? It works. So right now we're in downloads. Is it? So it's gonna go into. We're already in cool project in the downloads folder, and when we run this, it's gonna go into the cool project. Oh, okay. It's gonna go into the cool project inside this, and then it's going to go inside scripts, and then it is going to run activate.ps1. Activate.ps1, which is one of these four. Activate.ps1. It's a capital PowerShell. Is PS PowerShell? It's probably this. It's one of these four files. Alright, so I get it now. That is why it wasn't working before. Before, what I was trying to do was, I was in the folder. You see, I was giving this directory to VS Code. And that wasn't working because I was inside Cool Project. So that means I would have to remove Cool Project from here because I'm already inside Cool Project, and I'm writing that again. So I can go into Cool Project twice, right? Doesn't make sense. I'd have to be a folder one step back in order for the script to run. You get it, right? So let's move forward. Okay, is activated. Yeah, we see the project name. We've done this. Already done this. Alright, quality of life feature. Colored terminal output. Adds colored rather than monochrome output to the terminal. In modern terminals, this should work for both CMD and PowerShell. If for some reason this needs to be disabled, set the environment variable Django colors to no color. On older Windows versions or legacy terminals, Colorama 0.4.6 plus must be installed to enable syntax coloring. Oh, this is... See syntax coloring for information color setting. Common pitfalls. If Django admin only displays the help text no matter what arguments it is given, there is probably a problem with the file association in Windows. Check if there is more than one environment variable set for running Python scripts and paths. Okay. Check if there's more than one environment variable set for running Python. Alright, okay. Thank you so much. If there is more than one environment variable set for running Python scripts and paths. This usually occurs when there is more than one Python version installed. Alright. I do have more than one Python versions installed, 0.14 and 0.15. If you are connecting to the internet behind a proxy, there might be problems in running the command py-m pip install Django. Set the environment variables for proxy configuration and command prompt as follows. I don't need to do this because I already installed Django. Alright, but I'm still gonna study this. Alright, set HTTP proxy. Are these both look the same? Proxy port. But this hypertext transfer protocol is there is an S in this HTTPS. Okay. In general, Django assumes that UTF-8 encoding is used for this is input output, I guess. This may cause problems if your system is set to use a different encoding. Recent versions of Python allow setting the Python UTF-8 environment variable in order to force a UTF-8 encoding. Windows 10 also provides a system-wide setting by checking Use Unicode UTF-8 for worldwide language support and language administrative language settings, change system local and system settings. Alright, so let's move on to this. Deploy Django. How to deploy Django. Django is full of shortcuts to make web developers' lives easier, but all these tools are of no use if you can't easily deploy your sites. Since Django's inception, ease of deployment has been a major goal. There are many options for deploying your Django application based on your architecture or your particular business needs. But that discussion is outside the scope of what Django can give you as guidance. Django, being a web framework, needs a web server in order to operate. And since most web servers don't natively speak Python, we need an interface to make that communication happen. The run server command starts a lightweight development server which is not suitable for production. Django currently supports two interfaces, WSGI and ASGI. WSGI is the main Python standard for communicating between web servers and applications, but it only supports synchronous code. ASGI is a new asynchronous friendly standard that will allow your Django site to use asynchronous Python features and asynchronous Django features as they are developed. Alright, that's cool. Finally, before you deploy your application to production, you should run through our deployment checklist to ensure that your configurations are suitable. Alright, alright. Alright, I don't know where we're going with this. I thought this was going to be like a... Alright, let's go with it. So Django's primary development platform is WSGI, the Python standard for web servers and applications. Django start project management command sets up a minimal default WSGI configuration for you, which you can tweak as needed for your project and direct any WSGI compliant application server to use. Django includes getting started documentation for the following WSGI servers: how to use Django with G Unicorn, how to use Django with UWSGI, how to use Django with Apache and mod WSGI, how to authenticate using against Django's user database from Apache. The application object. I'm just reading this through, so there's so much to do here. Let's just go through it. I guess it's gonna be like forward and backward, and I might also accidentally repeat some videos because everything is just I don't know. There's like so much and there's so much going on in Django. The key concept of deploying with WSGI is the application callable, which the application server uses to communicate with your code. It is commonly provided as an object named application in a Python module accessible to the server. The start project command creates a file. Project name contains such an application callable. It is used both by Django's development server and in production WSGI deployments. WSGI servers obtain the path to the application callable from the configuration. Django's built-in server, namely the run server command, reads it from the WSGI application setting. By default, it is set to project name.wsgi.application, which points to the application callable in project name.wsgi.py. Alright. I don't get it, right, honestly. You know what? You need like a beginner's guide or something? Let's go to the table of contents. Verify that Django can be seen by Python. Type Python from your shell. Python from her shell, alright. Okay, we're going somewhere, people. We are going somewhere. Alright, Windows PowerShell, open up. Knock, knock. There's somebody at the door, PowerShell. Don't tell me. Is this stuck? Has has this thing hung up on us? It looks like we are hung up. We are hung up. Alright, so I am back. I've restarted VirtualBox because apparently everything just hung up on me. Nothing was working, and I just restarted stuff, and hopefully it works. Hopefully it is gonna work now. Come on. I don't know why. Why is it slower? It is pretty slow than last time. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What else do I have? Do I have stuff that is slowing down this? Let me just make sure I don't have stuff that might be slowing down VirtualBox. All right, so I'm gonna reopen stuff that we had. Visual Studio, let's go. Restore, thank you so much, Google. Let's go. And we were about to open PowerShell. PowerShell. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna type Python from the shell. Type Python from your shell. Alright. Enter. Alright, okay. Alright. So now, then at the Python prompt, try to import Django. Import Django. I don't see, is this the, okay, this is a Python prompt. So I'm gonna, Django. What? Oh, I forgot that VS Code also has the terminal, which is the default terminal is the Windows PowerShell, right? So I can just type Python from here and then import Django. Hold on, hold on. What is? All right, so this is not working out for me, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT why this isn't working for me. Although I've installed Django. Where Python. I'm inside Visual Studio Code. Oh, okay, perfect. When you're inside Visual Studio Code, the problem is almost always that Visual Studio Code is using a different Python interpreter than the one where you installed Django. Let's fix it step by step. Well, which one am I using? I'm using 3.14. Okay, which Python VS Code is using? At the bottom right corner of VS Code, something like this. Yeah, I'm using 3.14. Yeah. No, okay. I'm using 3.14. I'm using. Click that interpreter version. A menu appears at the top. Choose a select interpreter. Yeah, it does. Then look for the environment where you installed Django. How do I look for that? Python M Django version. Alright, let's try this. Python M Django version. Invalid syntax. I'm inside VS Code on Windows. View terminal. Alright. View. Bro, I already had that. Yeah, I do see this. This is already. Python version. Python version. Hold it. This is actually the interpreter. Yep. This is the interpreter. ChatGPT was right. Alright, this is working. Python M Django version with double dashes. For that exact Python interpreter. Alright. This should work as well. Hold on. Did I install Django for 3.15 in the last video? You know what? I don't remember. Maybe I installed Django in the other version and that is why I don't have Django here. That could be it. So now that means this should work, right? I do remember clearly that I installed all this, but maybe it was a different version of Python because I have 3.15 as well, as you can see over here. I've got 3.14 and 3.15, both of them. I'm using 3.14 because there might be some sort of, I don't know, compatibility or some sort of other issue with 3.15 because it's still in development, but let's see how it goes. Alright, so now we've entered the Python interpreter, and now we're gonna, I have to import Django. Alright, so this is learning. This is, oh, it worked. Okay. And now print Django get version. Django.get version. I'm assuming this is a method or something. What, that didn't work? Oh, I misspelled it. Alright, alright. Print Django dot get underscore version. I've got 5.2.8. Alright, this works. That's it. It works. It works. People, we did it. We finally did it. Hold on, and if we want to start the virtual environment, hold on, let me exit from the interpreter because I learned something new today that if you see these arrows, you see this? If instead you see these triple arrows, that is the Python interpreter. So we're currently in the Python interpreter. I'm going to type exit and I've exited out of the Python interpreter. And now we're back in the PowerShell. So I'm gonna try to set up the virtual environment again. The name of the project, this cool project, backslash scripts, backslash. No. I need to cd to downloads first. Okay, so cd capital C colon backslash users backslash this backslash downloads. And now that I'm there, the specific code is dot with a backslash and the project name, core project, and then we have the what was it? Hold on, let me remember. Yeah, the scripts is inside this, and then inside the script we have something called the activate.ps1. Well, that's a one. And now you can see the virtual environment has been activated. And now if I want to deactivate it, I'll just type deactivate and there we go. Magic. It works. It works, people. It works. Control F4. Okay, control. Oh, there we go. This is so cool. All right, I'm starting to have a very cool feeling with Visual Studio Code. Like, I love it. I love it a lot. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to try to do the intro again. I'm going to try to do the intro. Let me see if it works this time. All right. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, I am back. Oh, that is not so cool. I messed it up. I seriously messed that intro up again. Hold on. Let me think of a better intro. I'm actually trying to do a sort of a scream. You know, so that it sounds cool, but that's not working out. I guess we'll work on it some other day. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy. Have a good day. And wishing you health, good health, and a good life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.